to start. There it is. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. And we will mute all. And now you shouldn't hear any background sound in the background. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, we're going to go ahead and review those basic rules again. I know it gets kind of boring when we do this, but please be patient. We have new people who join us every week or every 2 weeks, and so sometimes I like to go through these basic rules again just to make sure that most people understand some of the basic rules. The first basic rule, questions must be relevant to what we're covering today. It's not that I don't like answering questions about other subjects. It's just I prefer to keep it focused on what we're covering because most of us already have a set mindset of what we're covering today. An easy way to ask a question is just instant message on the chat box on the control panel. So just instant message your question through the control panel. We'll answer them at the end. And as you ask questions, my control panel, it lists the questions on my control panel, so I'll be able to look at those after the question is asked. But I try not to answer those questions in midstream. I prefer to wait till we get to the end, and then we can kind of go back and review that again. Make sure you keep an open mind. As most of you have heard, there's 100 ways to skin a cat. There's all kinds of different ways that you can accomplish a lot of the things that we need to accomplish for our businesses online, and there's not just one way of doing it. There's multiple ways of doing it. So we're going to try to give you a couple of options today. And of course, we always mute our session. So if any of you out there are trying to unmute your phone, you won't be able to mute it because I have already muted all of you. Mainly because sometimes we hear some background noise that some of us will hear, some of us don't hear, and it's just hard to hear the question or the presentation if we don't have it muted. The last rule, always remember this, that if you're in doubt as to a question that you have and we don't quite answer it today, or a question comes down the road after the presentation, Google it. You'll be surprised what you find. All right? So we're going to go on to the next screen. Real simple, how to access recorded sessions. Recorded sessions will always be emailed to you within 72 hours of the recording, or you can visit my website at oneonOneCoach.com. It'll be labeled training videos under the one-on-one coaching page. Real simple, not too difficult. I want to go give a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds here to see if we have some people that are joining. Yep, we got 4 more people that just joined, so we'll give them a few seconds here to get wrapped up before we get into it. All right. Okay, now we're going to go on. Okay, you recall last week and the week before we talked about content creation. We're going to talk about it again today, but we're going to really specifically concentrate on 2 specific areas. We're going to concentrate on online text broker. Let me get my little highlighter. We're going to concentrate on online text broker and affiliate resource centers. So affiliate resource centers, I'm going to go into a Google search, and then we'll go into it, and you'll see what we're referring to about an affiliate resource center. One that I like to use a lot to show people how to use this is usually eBay or Amazon. So when we get to that point, we'll go through that. Now, if we don't get a chance to go through all of the affiliate resource centers, we'll cover it again the following session. Most of you will know that there's 5 basic areas that we cover in every group training session, and I try to cover a little bit of each. That way we can satisfy everybody's palate. Anyhow, online text broker is where we're going to spend most of our time under content creation. Only because a lot of the feedback questions that I received